Going to the game, I'm going to be playing jungle Volibear and show you how strong this champion can be. In this matchup, we're currently up against Amumu, and in Amumu versus Volibear, this is a big advantage for Volibear, especially in the early game, since Amumu can never win the 1v1 duel. Volibear has one of the strongest dueling kits in the game with the use of the second skill, giving him so much damage and sustain at the same time. That's why what we want to do is make use of our matchup advantage and try to always look for the Amumu. The only thing Amumu can have an advantage is possibly the 5v5 team fights where his ult might have a bigger impact. That's why what we want to do is always look for a skirmish so that we don't go for the enemy Amumu strength. Going to the clear, I'm just gonna go for a blue side into a most likely a full clear and path towards the Aatrox. Renekton might be aggressive, making him an easy target to gank. Top side, still a possible gank also, but it's way harder compared to the bot lane. Mid lane is also possible, but once the Annie is 5, then that's the best time to strike. When clearing with Volibear, it's pretty much straightforward. All you want to do is auto-attack and then use your second skill in between to utilize his jungle clear. And then you put 2 points on second skill if you want to go for the full clear. But if there's a possible gank that you want to do, you could put 1 point in the first skill at level 3. So far, there's nothing much happening. That's why we just want to try to get level 5 as soon as possible. And this will give us ultimate, which allows us to easily go for tower dives. Looking at the map, really good that Annie won the 1v1 versus the Ahri. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said on our top side where our duo lane just lost the 2v2. Oh well, it happens, but the bad thing is that we weren't able to contest the Amumu who went for the bottom scuttler. I was surprised that he started at the red buff rather than the blue buff, but if you look at the minimap, Amumu is going for the double scut, and there's no realistic way that he's able to go for a full clear plus double scut, which means that there is a camp that he hasn't taken yet. And that is why I went for the invade, and taking this Gromp, this should even up the trade since all I need is that level 5 so that I get my ultimate. As soon as I get this, I know that Amumu's on the top side. Renekton, third skill in, perfect timing to go for the kill. He's able to flash. I'm just waiting for a good timing on my ult. But unfortunately, Ahri and Amumu are just so fast. So our gank just got turned around. I'm forced to use my flash. But the reason why I'm not going back yet is because Annie's in the side. So we can go for the punish. Nice flash ulti. We take down the Renekton. Amumu with his own ult. And even though it's a 2v2, we have a big advantage. Since Ahri has no more mana, which means that she wouldn't be able to do much. So in the end, we're able to get a favorable 2-for-1 trade. Pretty good start. We're able to buy components for our Triforce. Take note that the Sheen works with Volibear second skill. So you don't have to do second skill auto. It's just gonna auto proc the Sheen, which makes Volibear's burst even bigger. You could also go for the Divine Sunder if they have a lot of tanks. But if you wanna go for the carry, Triforce is much better. PC Lissandra. Pressing the ult, so I look to see if I can gank. Unfortunately, there's a ward, so I have no choice but to go back to my own jungle and start farming again. Honestly, if you look at the enemy lineup, it's kinda hard for Volibear because one of Volibear's main weaknesses is that he can get easily kited. And if you look at their lineup, all of their champions have dashes. Renekton E, Ahri ult, Lissandra E, even Ezreal E. So we have to play smart and time our engages properly. Annie gets a good solo kill top side, or rather the mid lane. Top side though gets ganked by Amumu. At least they're able to get a trade. As much as I'd like to help, I'm already too far, so I'm just gonna be wasting time if I force myself to break my pathing to help the top side. The next thing that I want to do is possibly gank the Renekton, but if I'm not able to gank him, I'll just clear my Krugs, go back to base, buy my Triforce, and then we set up for the objectives. Ahri is able to get a trade in the mid lane, finally takes down the Annie, and we need to look for a gank here. Perfect timing again. Renekton out of position to go back. So he has no choice but to try to get the kill. He's not able to, and we get another gank onto the enemy Baron laner. Unfortunately though, they're able to get an even better trade at the top side where our duo lane just got destroyed and they even got the tower. So seeing that the Lissandra solo kills the Sona, I have to force the dragon because I'm pretty confident that we could win the 3v3 since me and Annie are pretty strong. But the Amumu went for the Herald instead, so we'll just end up for a 1-for-1 trade. We get Infernal, it's fine. This allows us to scale the game freely without any problem of the enemy getting Infernal Soul. Game is quite even. We have a winning Baron lane, but the gold is not that big. Mostly it's on our duo lane. Ezreal is playing pretty well, giving him a big lead. Mid lane, there's a fight. Amumu flash ult. So we go for our own ult. Bonk the Ahri. Yeah, our damage to the Amumu is just insane. Third skill to predict where he goes. Tries to take down the Sona, but we get the kill in the end. Block the Ezreal Q. Yoink the Ezreal. And we're just hitting everyone with all of our skills. I want to take down the Lissandra, but I'm very low. 1Q will just take me down. So overall, I think it's a 2-for-3 exchange in favor of us. So with Volibear, as I said, this is a pretty much straightforward champion. You just first skill, bonk someone, second skill, spam it as much as possible so your enhanced second skill will always be available. And then you could use your ult for chasing down targets. You don't have to use it at the start of the fight. You could use it more of a gap closer since your ult doesn't add any damage on your auto attacks. Our Jindo dies again. Our ADC is so dead. This game is basically a 4v5 with what's happening to our AD. But it's fine. We're really strong, so we could make up for the loss. Amumu goes for the invade, second skill plus smite. But enemy, seeing them use their spells, I could go for the possible kill onto the Ezreal. Flash, stun, second skill, get the burst down. More auto attacks on the Amumu, get some lifesteal again. Annie, a nice follow-up. And in the end, we're able to punish them for their invade. Our mid laner though, doing pretty well. Go for the Ahri, triple kill for the Annie. So even though our Jhin just got destroyed in lane, me and Annie are doing a really good job trying to put the game back in our favor. With this, we get a free invade in the red buff. Of course, when the enemy team is down, you always wanna punish them. And we do this by taking the enemy camps or the tower. Renekton, I have no idea why he tried to flank. Wait for the exhaust to pop off. Take him down, but we got a little bit too greedy. I don't think it's worth trading the Renekton for our shutdown. We were 6-0. But at least, you know what? Our Aatrox was able to take down the bot tier 1 for free. Now we have to chill a bit. You know what? Regroup. And then we could probably play for the second dragon since me, Annie, and Aatrox are strong. Sona has a lot of healing. So if we're able to burst someone with Annie and then Aatrox gets a reset, this will most probably be a win. Our Annie though goes down. Sona gets destroyed. And seeing that Lissandra has no more ult, I use my ultimate for the gap close. We're able to get at least a trade and go back to farm our own camps. Looking at the minimap though, Ezreal is farming for free. No one went bot side. The next best thing to do is look for the trade. If we're able to get top tower, it should be fine. But for now, what I want to do is just, you know what, clear my camps and then we prep for dragon. I see that Renekton's on the side. I just want to proc heart steal. Okay, got my 39 stacks. And that's a win on our end. We take top tier 1, which equalizes the tower. And with the objective spawning in 20 seconds, I'm thinking of what I should buy next. Since I went armor boots, I was supposed to go MR, but seeing that they have a Fed Ez, armor boots was much safer. And I'm just going to buy magic resist item. So we get the Negatron Cloak, we get the Stone Plate, so that when we go for the engage, we get a massive shield with this. The opponents don't have anti-shield yet, so we could make use of this. Amumu, overextension. We could go for the easy punish. He has Stone Plate to buy time, but not enough. I have ulti, Aatrox. Trying to take down the Amumu. We finally take him down. This should be a team fight win, but the Ari Renekton does a great job with the flank. Our bot lane just got destroyed once again, and I'm getting clapped by this Ari. Nice flash on the Q back. And I'm surprised that despite getting a free kill on Amumu, we got a 4-4-4 trade. 1v1 Ari. Just need to dodge the charm, I guess. Okay, nice Q. But as soon as the charm hits, yeah. I have no idea how we lost. I guess when our Sona Jin instantly died, I couldn't burst the enemy fast enough. Or I should have went for the Ari instead, since she dealt the most damage that fight. She got the free resets on the kills. Still possible Dragon, but there's a high chance that they're already taking it. Yep, looking at the minimap. Already half HP. Not sure if I could reach. Hopefully I can. I have first skill plus ultimate plus smite. Now we don't reach. We'll just go for the kill instead. Take down the Amumu. Renekton out of position, so we'll just yoink him with our second kill. At least we're able to get some gold in exchange for that second dragon. The next thing that we want to do, since there's no more soul, is look for pickoffs with Ari, or with Annie rather, and try to go for the Ari when it comes to the team fights, because she's the one that deals the most damage, and protect our backline from her at the same time. Of course, go back there clear while there's nothing happening. Minimap though, Jin is overextended. I have no idea why. He's guaranteed to die. As much as I'd like to start Baron, it hasn't respawned yet. It's just gonna take 5 seconds. But seeing that there's 3 people top, I know I could go for this Amumu. Very tanky though, no friends yet. And that's gonna be a bait if we overchase. So we'll just take the blue, take the Gromp, and then we can just run away. 600 damage on my second skill. That's gonna be even nastier once we complete our third item, which is the Rift Maker. So imagine empowered second skill of Volibear plus Triforce proc. That's gonna deal so much damage. Plus we get a lot of lifesteal. And then Rift Maker fully stacked. And then Heartsteel, I forgot. So we have so much effects that could be stacked one on top of the other. All we need to do is to be able to auto-attack. So the worst thing that can happen is that Volibear just gets perma-CC'd. Like whenever he goes close, he gets stunned, he gets rooted, and if Volibear can't auto, a lot of his damage will be decreased, since he wouldn't be able to make use of the passive. Riftmaker now up. This is our main DPS item aside from the Triforce. This would give us tankiness, AP, which Volibear is scaling with, and then lifesteal, Omnivamp, so it's pretty good. But the Ari though, I tried to go for the Ezreal, but their entire enemy team just deals so much damage. I got surprised that I got bursted there. So this is gonna be quite hard, since, you know what, we just kinda ran it down. Renekton with the stun, with the kill. They could go for Baron, but their jungler is still down, so don't blame them. Nice stun by the Annie. Aatrox getting the only resets. Okay, we got bailed out for that greedy fight. As I said earlier, Volibear just gets perma-CC'd and then he just dies. So what happened there was Amumu Bandage Toss, Ari Charm, and Amumu ult, I think. And then I tried to engage, but it was already too late. So even though you look like a big boy, you don't want to be soaking all of the damage, since you're not purely a tank build. With the Heartsteel plus Riftmaker, they don't give that much tankiness. Or Heartsteel, rather Triforce and Riftmaker don't give that much tankiness. That's why we still have to position ourselves well and wait for the perfect time to fight. We start the Baron knowing that they're not complete, but as soon as Amumu takes the portal, I'm trying to look for a fight. If we take down their jungler, we could take the Baron for free. So we're trying to greed this. Amu, one-man ult. That's perfect. Lissandra even ulting me. That means they have no more ulti and I'm still super healthy. Exhaust, don't care. Second skill, yoink the Ezreal. Look at our auto attacks. We're just burning him down. Lissandra, okay, yoink. 300 damage. Didn't even proc hard seal yet. And with that, we're able to get a massive win. I don't know how the Ari died. I think Annie did a great job going for the Ari only. Because last time, if we didn't notice the Ari, she just kept getting free kills. So that led to the team fight loss. This time, I think the Annie favored the Ari, so she wasn't able to do anything. And with this, we get Baron. Free Baron. We want to take the blue buff before going back to base. Their dragon is now up, but it's not that important anymore since there's no more soul point. So our focus is try to get towers. I wanted the Jhin to get the T-Rex because he was the most useless since he got destroyed. Aatrox got it though. It's fine. What we could do here is I use my ultimate and then T-Rex could just break the tower. Ari's in the side lane. Okay, we take her down. A lot of their DPS is out. Ultimate in for the gap close. We have Stone Plate just in case. Okay, we proc this. Annie with a great flank. And with that, we get more kills. Dodge the Ezreal Q. Tibbers does a great job blocking it. And even their Lissandra gets taken down. The only one that's alive is Ezreal. And since the timer is 16 minutes, there is no more Nexus protection, which opens up the map. And we could just go for the straight end. So yeah, that looked easy, but it was a pretty hard game because one misstep, we could just get easily punished, especially with what happened to our dual lane. 97% Volibear. We get MVP 12-3 and 12. Props to the Annie though. We had such a good synergy with her following up. We're able to follow up on her also. Looking at the damage. Look at the damage chart. We're the tank, by the way. But we have the most damage. Giant Slayer doing work. 14k gold, 16 minutes. And aside from the mid dive, which was a bit greedy, that was pretty clean. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed, learned something from this. That's it for me. I'll see you next time, and peace out. Ciao, ciao. Bye.